Cool.
Yeah, woohoo.
I got wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have lukewarm,
Beverage.
unsponsored beverage.
So how many cans of those do you drink a day? Do I want to know?
I'm up to 3 a day.
Okay.
This
Okay.
isn't terrible,
Not awful,
but
but it's not good.
it's not great. At least it's not real. It's not sugar. It's just
Right.
cancer.
Yeah, it's just canned cancer.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm in the market for some new headphones here, buddy.
Yeah. Might be time,
So,
huh?
hey dude.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing.
Welcome.
Thanks. I'm
Welcome one and all.
getting all cozy.
Yeah.
Getting all comfy cozy. So I took the okay, so this whole time that we've been recording, ever since we've started Nerd Novice and I started recording on my computer, I've been using the same microphone and I always had the
Oh, hey, before we get going on this,
yeah.
record your audio.
Oh, on Audacity, you want me to do
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yep.
Are we not real yet?
What do you mean?
Am I gonna cut this stuff out?
Yeah.
Okay. I've always had the low cut filter on and I thought it would be a good thing, but it's not, so I'm taking it off from now on.
Okay. Let's do let me know when you're ready to start recording,
Okay.
and we'll do a 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Because we won't have a sync reference.
Yeah.
We'll just have to freeball it. Ready?
Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, record.
Noise.
Nice.
All right, dude.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. What's up?
What's up?
We have to start the episode with like a giant smile so we can just
Yes.
cut in the camera and we're all like,
Mm.
no, no,
It's Nerd Novice time. It's Nerd Novice time. We are nerds. You are nerds. It's Nerd Novice time. No,
my God, it's
I
our
did
new-
not just make a new theme song.
No, it's our new theme song now. It's totally our new theme song. Oh,
No.
totally.
This cannot be my legacy in life.
Nerd Novice time. Oh my God. So good. So, dude, how's life?
Life is good.
It's been a little
Things
while.
to share. It's been a little while. I'm working from home now,
Yeah.
and I'm learning a lot about life.
Oh.
And it used to be that I would leave the house every single day, without failure, unless I was, really sick or something. And now, I still like to get out of the house, but there are times where I might not leave the house for like 2 or 3 days.
Mm.
Now, for some people, this would mean, oh, stay in your pajamas, maybe you skip a shower one day, that sort of thing. Not me. Like,
Oh.
I gotta wash this, okay? This does not ripen well. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Yeah.
Does not ripen well. So I've got to get that shower in every day, clean clothes, the whole deal. So all of that's good. Except today, I thought when I got up this morning, oh, I'm not going anywhere today. So I'm not going to do the hair. Not going to do the hair. Because, look at this.
Dude,
This
I mean,
amazing platinum sculpt. So I did the hair. This is having done the hair, because then I realized, like halfway through the day, oh crap, we now do a video podcast, and I can't dress like a hobo,
yeah, dude,
and I can't have like the problem with my hair, besides it's like silver and I'm not quite 40 yet.
That's
Is
not
that
a
it gets, if I don't put product in it, then it's like super like poofy and frizzy and weird.
Yeah.
So I had to groom I had to like
Are you?
put on a
Can I
shirt.
ask you something?
You can ask me anything.
Are you wearing any pants?
You can ask me anything except if I'm wearing pants. Um, anywho,
Okay.
no, there's pants on. I got
Okay.
pants on.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
worry. It's okay.
I
They're
was
coming
thinking the
right
same
off
thing.
after the show. I'm not saying they're buttoned.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. No, you
You
can
know.
only go so far, really,
Right.
though.
Right.
I was
Because
thinking
that's
the same
effort.
thing. I'm glad that we're not doing morning shows anymore because your new work schedule. Because I was like, man, I already had like a hard enough time getting up early because I suck at getting up early. Um, but now I'm gonna have to get up and actually like look good. Like I'm gonna have to like do my hair and everything. Oh, I'm so glad we're not doing that because that would have been really annoying. Because like today I just came home from work, so
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. But
See.
yeah, I know I had a crisis. I was like, crap, now we're doing a video podcast. I'm gonna have to like, because when I wake up in the morning, my hair is like, like sticking up everywhere. I'm not gonna do a podcast like that. I mean, I would have done a podcast like that. I have, and I did, but I wouldn't do a video like
Right.
that.
Right. Well, I mean, this is proof that you adopt your public persona during the day, and then when it is time to podcast at night, you go into nerd novice mode, but you're ready to go. You already have on
Mhm.
the video appropriate
I just took off
attire.
my work like outfit and put on a more casual one.
That's good. That's good.
Just keeping it cash.
You should always keep it cash.
God, my headphones are bugging me, man. Oh,
You
here it
know,
is.
are they cutting out or what?
Yeah, it's like I'm only getting one ear because
Oh, that
I think,
sucks.
I
It's
think
the
the
worst.
wire is going bad.
So hey, listen, I've got a philosophical question for you. Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Let me
Uh,
get mine.
I have to. Fair warning. Scatological slash philosophical. Just so you know.
It's what
Okay.
slash what?
Scatological slash
What does that word mean?
philosophical. It has to do with pee and poop.
Oh, okay. Tell me.
Okay.
Go. Scat.
Oh, this is specifically the pee side because poop's gross. Um,
Okay.
do you ever feel like when you're going to sit down to do a show that
Nervous
if it's
tinkle?
if it's not well, maybe, but here's what I'm thinking. Like, if it's gonna be time to do a show, and you're thinking like, it has been 2 hours since I've peed, and by the time I'm done with it, I don't have to go yet. But that by the time I'm gonna be done with the show, I know that I really will have to go.
Hmm.
So like, do I want to not go so I can like keep my edge,
Like
or
make it
if I
snap.
just yeah, I mean like this is a real thing. You got to think about it. It's like your source of power and
Right.
energy
Yeah.
is
The motivation
the
is there.
need.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, are you asking me if I do that?
I mean, can you really? I don't want to get personal, but like,
Oh, I'll
could
get
you relate philosophically? Could you relate to the situation
philosophically, yes, and scata. What was the word?
scatologically?
Scatologically.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, like not so much because I get what's called in my vocabulary the nervous piece, which is when I'm about to do something like perform in a show or meet somebody or do something. I like have to pee really bad. And it like I don't know, it's like I don't really have to pee, but I feel like I have to pee. So I always pee like right before I do something like this. So
Okay. Yeah, it's the
so
same thing. It's the same
it's
thing.
like yeah, but I like don't I just do it because I don't want to like think that the whole time we're recording.
Oh, okay.
So, but I understand like the whole like keeping your edge thing. That's kind of tricksy, man.
That's
That's
what
like
I'm thinking.
pro.
That's
That's
what
like
I'm thinking.
professional work. Like that's a real thing to do, man. You're a pro.
I try.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it, as
Right.
they say. I used to have a coworker who would never get a massage because he's like, why do I want to be relaxed? Like that's how I keep my edge in life is to be super tense all the time. And for him, that made complete sense. But
Wow.
everybody has their path that they have to pursue,
Yeah.
and no one path is any less valid than the other.
Like lucky underwear or something.
I guess so.
I don't know. I don't really do anything like that. But man, I get it. Ooh, I think I
Yeah.
fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably experience the edge in
The
about
Edge. There
30
you go.
minutes.
Okay.
That's when I'll
Toon
start talking really fast.
yeah, Toonie doesn't look like she's got any edge right now behind you.
Do you see her?
Yeah.
Oh, she's weeping.
Yeah.
Oh, I woke her up. No,
Uh,
she's so cute. Oh my God.
yeah.
She's kind of a butthead, but
Well, that's okay.
she's
She's
so
a
cute.
dog.
Yeah,
She's gonna do dog things, and there's just kind of like
nothing you can do, man.
nothing you can do.
Nothing. Except I put her in timeout. I totally put her in timeout in the bathroom. I make her lay down on the bathroom floor, and she like grumbles like a toddler. I'll be like, "You go in timeout right now," and she's like, "Arr!" and she's like really pissed. And then I make her lay down, and she's just like, and she lays there like until I tell her to leave. It's awesome. So yeah,
That's
I put my
great.
dog in timeout.
So what's going on with you and your nerdosity? Anything exciting?
In my nerdosity,
Yeah.
um, stuff.
Mm-hmm. Besides that.
Next question. I don't. Oh, I got a new phone,
Oh yeah.
which
Those
is
those
cool.
that technology stuff that we don't talk about on this show
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. But I got one.
Good.
Um, and I don't know, man. I have some candy.
Got some candy. What kind? Oh, Sour Patches.
Yeah.
So good. So
Um,
good.
I don't really know, man. I have nothing going on in my life. Well, grad school. That's about it. I'm doing grad school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, um, uh, I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I'm
that's a
teaching a different
fair that's a
class next
that's a
semester.
fair answer. What's that?
I don't know how like personal of a conversation you want to have right now, but I'm teaching a different next semester than I've ever taught, so that's cool.
That's excellent. Good
hmm
to broaden your horizons
hmm
as a teacher.
The ones I'm teaching now are getting like really. I've been doing them for 3 years. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it can be hard
So
to when you do the same thing over and over again. It's hard to figure out how to keep it fresh.
yeah,
Which is
and I'm
kind of what
always
happened with the X
learning.
Files.
Dude, good. You won't. You know what? You're really good with the segues, man. I feel like if we had job titles, it would be like Megan Paletti, like impression person, and Jim Metzendorf, segue maker.
Segway maker. Yeah,
Like you're really good at just being like, speaking of.
right.
Hey. So yeah,
Well,
speaking of X-Files.
yeah. So we're gonna wrap up our discussion of X Files here,
Mm,
and we watched quite a few episodes. Four, if you count the series finale as a two-parter.
right.
So kind of looking back at what we watched and how it fit into the overall story. How did you feel like you got the basic gist? Because we did basically skip
We skipped a lot.
almost two whole seasons.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we skipped, and not only that, but I only saw, like one episode from 7 and like two from 8 or something and something like that. Um, yeah, I got the basic gist. The whole like um Scully and Mulder have a kid thing. That was something that I never like knew about, and I never saw anything from it except for uh Mulder in the end of the series, they Scully told him about how like she had to give up the kid or whatever. She had to give up the kid. Did he have like powers? He had like telekinesis or something.
Yeah.
So why did she give him up? I mean, like what the heck?
Um.
And like does he make a reappearance in a movie later or something?
I can't remember. I can't remember if William is in the 2008 movie or not.
I mean, I would think that he should be because
Right.
like that would just be like really weird to just ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But um but yeah, I mean, I got the basic gist. At some point they became lovers, which I actually didn't know. Because the thing I remember about X-Files, like my best friend loved X-Files, and so the thing I remember about it is like when the movie Fight the Future or whatever it's that's yeah, when that came out, I remember everyone like, "Oh my God, they almost kissed," and it was like such a controversy, and like half the people didn't want it and half the people did. So that was the last I heard, and I thought that was it, like they never really did. But then it turns out I guess they did at some point, which I never really knew. But yeah, when we were watching, I did see Scully, after Mulder disappeared, she told Skinner that she was pregnant. So I did see that. So it must have happened like in a part of a season that I already saw. Um, so I'm just thinking like I missed a lot about them, about their relationship. And then I also like I saw the beginning of Agent Doggett and then I saw the end of him and I didn't get to see any of the like character development in between. So when I saw him at the end, I was like, you were kind of a butt wipe in the first time you showed up. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to think about you now because I haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah.
So that was some stuff that I was missing.
Yeah.
Um, but I was able to get the idea. I mean, I guess Doggett is a skeptic. Um, and I don't know who that other chick was.
Yeah, she was added. He was added first to be Scully's partner, and then she comes in a little bit later after Scully goes. She goes to teach at the FBI Academy, I guess it is.
Hmm.
Uh, but she's Agent Reyes, and she ends up being an ally
Right.
of
'Cause
Mulder and Scully at the end.
yeah, they helped out in the trial at the end.
Right, right.
So, um, but yeah, I mean, I was missing a lot of character development with those two, and with Scully and Mulder. I mean, so here's my question. Okay, so Mulder at the end of the first episode that you had me watch, was the one that Mulder gets abducted,
Mm-hmm.
and and then the next two in the beginning of the next season, they were trying to find him, and it seemed like they found him, but it was just like a shapeshifter or something.
Right.
And so okay, so he was abducted, and then at the very end of the series, he was back. But was he back for a while? Like, I mean, did he return and then leave again? Like, how did that work out? Because I guess he was like kind of like he just kind of went rogue. Like he just kind of did his own like investigating and stuff. So I'm not sure if he like returned from being abducted or something.
Yeah, he came back in that season and was in about half the episodes of that season, the eighth season,
Oh,
and then he was only in like two episodes of the ninth season.
okay.
So basically the end. So he was gone for quite a while.
So my thought is like Scully, this guy's a jerk. Maybe like why do you still want to be with him?
Yeah.
Uh, um,
I
yeah,
think that's a fair
I guess I'm
reaction,
speaking
really.
from like personal experience, but like I just feel like she's just like hanging on his every word. And he's like he leaves and then he comes back and then he leaves and he comes back and I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It's I think the thing with Mulder is kind of no matter what, there's always going to be this difficult time reconciling like his own personal quest with his relationship with other people.
Uh-huh.
Like his priorities are a little bit screwed up.
A lot screwed up.
And right. And I think Scully, you know, the thing too with her is on one hand she does encourage him, you know, especially like at the end, she gives him kind of like a little bit of a pep talk about like, no, you weren't a failure, and you know, you did good work, and you know, the truth is out there.
It is
You know,
out
that whole thing.
Yeah.
uh, but at the same time, Scully really does just kind of want to live a regular life, and I think to a large extent wish none of it ever happened.
Yeah. Cause I mean you see that with her like because I almost like hesitate to call her a skeptic, even in the beginning. Because I mean, she was always skeptical, but I think more so, she was just reluctant to want to give up normal life, you know?
Right, right,
Like, it's not like she was like, because she was a scientist and, and like, and also religious. I mean, it's not like it would be so far-fetched for her to like believe in something that she couldn't see, you know? But I think what it really was she was just more like I don't want to give up what I already know. Like I don't want to like change my path that much, you know? So, yeah, it makes sense like what you said about her like feeling like she wished it would have never happened because I think that's kind of what she was wanting in the very first place, you know?
right. Yeah. Uh, Her big challenge is all of that, and it gives her that, you know, that's as much as the obsession with, you know, like his sister and finding the truth and uncovering conspiracy and all of that. Her desire for normalcy in the face of having witnessed all of this stuff, that's really her weakness
Yeah.
as a
Yeah,
as a
because it
person.
prohibits her from like really seeing the truth a lot of times.
Right. Right.
And yeah, and that doesn't make you a skeptic. That makes you like ignorant a little bit, you know?
Right. Right.
Especially when like I mean like we're talking about skeptics in real life with aliens, like they never see some sort of like proof or even or even something that could be proof. They never will actually encounter that, so they can be free to be skeptic all they want because there's never anything that like tells them otherwise, you know. But with her, I mean, like she saw so many things and like she was a witness to so many different events, whether they are weird paranormal things or government conspiracies or whatever, that like for her to really like reject that, it's almost irresponsible, you know?
I think you said it really well. She's she's a reluctant hero to a fault
Yeah.
because she has all of these amazing, incredible things that have happened, and instead of like, there's a couple ways you can go with that as a response. You can reject it, which she more or less does, or you can embrace it and you can say, okay, I've witnessed all of this crazy ass stuff, and now what I want to do, what I need to do, what my mission in life is to pursue this. You know, it's kind of ironic in a way um, because she's got her religious beliefs, which typically religious beliefs are real big on. You should pursue your calling in life, you know, whatever
Mhm.
that may be. In religion, it's usually, you know, hanging out with Jesus and friends, but uh,
Chumming it up
yeah, chumming it
with
up
JC.
with JC. But but she rejects, like, her calling is like right in front of her face,
Right.
and she's like, nope,
Yeah. I
nope.
mean, and like when you said it's almost ironic, I thought you were gonna say this next thing. Um, the other reason why it's ironic is because she's the one who for so long is like getting abducted, like getting taken and getting experimented on. Like she's the one that's dealing with like the actual consequences, whereas Mulder is always just like, I know it's there, I know it's there, and like Scully's actually gets a freaking chip put in her and she gets like put in that tank in the movie and she's, like got the bee sting and all this crap. She's the one who's like dealing with this. And it's like so crazy that she wouldn't just be like, okay, like shit's real. Like at this point, I gotta like face it and I gotta understand that I'm, like my calling, like you said, my calling is to now, you know, like figure out where this is going wrong, like where the government is participating and all this kind of thing. So yeah, and I think, I mean, as far as I could tell at the end of the series, she does get to that point eventually. Am I wrong? I mean, she eventually is like totally understanding that the government is involved in this conspiracy and stuff.
Right. Yeah,
I
she
just don't
she
know at what
gets it.
point that happens.
The thing is it's a real slow, it's a slow process with her, which in a way is a testament to the you know, the beauty of the character.
Right.
You know, because it's a such a long story arc for her, but you know, ultimately one that pays off pretty well.
I almost think, and maybe this is sort of changing the subject, but maybe not. I almost think that this show should really have been two shows. Like to have Mulder get abducted and then sporadically show up, and then at the end have the whole end of the series be so like Mulder focused. It's like really strange to me that they did it that way. Like I almost think they should have it end with Mulder leaving and then have a new series with the different agents and maybe
Mm-hmm.
have like Scully be like a guest. Like it just
Right.
seems like it like went too far. Like it deviated too far. And then in the end, it's like they ignored all the deviations and they had it go back to the original with Mulder and like the smoking man and all this stuff.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. It's at a certain point, you
Like
know,
when
once
is
he
it
got
X Files?
abducted, it really, yeah, it wasn't really the X Files
Yeah,
anymore.
what is the point where it changes to like X Files, like the next generation, like like
Right.
because I mean
Yeah.
Star Trek, we can call it all Star Trek, we can call it all like the same franchise, but like no one would say that they're the same show, because they're so different. I mean,
Right. Yeah. No, I totally hear you on that, and we didn't even mention. We talked briefly at one point about how there was the Lone Gunman spin-off of the X Files,
oh yeah.
but then there was another show that we didn't even mention, Millennium.
Oh yeah, I just heard about that like yesterday. Yeah, was that like a post X Files like Chris Carter thing?
It was. Let me check the dates on it because I thought it was concurrent with like the latter seasons.
Tootie, come here.
Oh, you know what? It was like right in the middle. right in the middle of the run, basically, from 96 to 99. So,
Really?
yeah, I was like right in there.
We have a guest today on Nerd Novice.
Hello, Petunia. Say hi.
Joey, speak. Speak. No, she doesn't want to.
She is like just the most perfect, beautiful looking dog ever.
I know. She's so cute.
Yeah.
She's a butthead, though. Like I said, she's about to probably bark out the window, just so you guys know.
Well, that's okay.
This is the time where, like, the cats start showing up. Nighttime.
Yeah. Well, I'm a human being, and it's not like I don't have behavior problems too, so I'm not going to get too
I won't
down on a
get
dog
judgy.
for
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so Millennium was kind of concurrent then. Hmm. Was it a
Yeah.
spin-off, really?
It was.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Um,
Hmm.
the Lance Henriksen was the lead in it, and he was a former FBI agent,
Hmm.
and also had music that was written by Mark Snow.
No. Millennium is... Oh, wait, how would that go? Uh,
Millennium has too many syllables.
yeah.
With music by Mark Snow.
Or you
Then
could just
it
make
got
it
canceled long ago. It lasted only 3 seasons
That's not bad. 3 seasons.
because ratings were low.
With music by Rockstar. Oh man.
Yeah.
I think we should just turn everything into that.
Everything could be that. Yeah.
Everything
I agree.
could be that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Other than like, I mean, the the last, let's talk about the last 2 episodes.
Okay.
The truth and the truth
Yeah.
part 2. So this was a cool way to wrap up such a long show, I think. Despite like that whole gap where Mulder is gone and all of a sudden he's back. Let's just pretend that that didn't exist. And let's think about how cool it is at the end of the show to sort of put the entire premise of the show on trial. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool that they did that.
Yeah.
And it was a cool way to sort of like because I had missed so much, it was like, you know how they do those like previously on X-Files, like, and then
Previously
they,
on X
yeah,
Files.
and they do
Right.
like it was like that, but it was for the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think they wrapped it up about as well as you could
Yeah.
expect. I mean, they certainly.
It was like similar to like how Buffy ended with like such a cool like last epic battle, and like like the same way that X-Files does, like the end of Buffy sort of introduced a new problem where like now we have all these slayers that are activated and like all of a sudden now we have to deal with that. But like with X-Files it was like now Scully and Mulder had to like run away, and so like they have to deal with being on the run. So it's cool. It's cool the way that they wrapped it up, but then it's like, oh hey, like this stuff is still kind of happening. Like, let's
Yeah, it
write a
never
comic book
really
about it.
it never really ends.
Right.
They don't get. On one hand, they get a resolution. I think as fans, it's as satisfying as you could reasonably expect for a show like this.
Right.
I don't think anybody ever expected the X-Files to end with like
Like they
Mulder
blew
doing
up
a
the
book
government or
tour and
something.
showing up on CNN showing special secret video footage from inside the alien ship.
And now like everyone knows aliens exist and like
Yeah.
True Blood style where like the vampires are out and like everyone deals with it now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the viewers have more closure than the characters themselves do,
Right.
which in a situation like this, I think if it were reflected in the real world, is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, I would say for sure. But like Mulder was like seeing dead people. What's that about? I don't understand that. Is it
To
like
be honest, I don't remember, and I
oh.
didn't. I didn't remember why that was, and it
I
didn't.
think maybe it just has to do with him being abducted.
Yeah, I think pretty much that's the deal.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Uh,
inside baseball on broadcasting on YouTube, I accidentally turned off the auto camera switching, and now I don't know how to get it back on. So
oh, I think you can just. When did you do that? Has it been your face for this whole time?
no, I've been switching.
I think you can click. Did you click on me? Because
Yeah,
if you unclick on me or like if you click in the background or something, it goes back. You have to like go back to. You
yeah,
just selected me is what you did.
yeah, and I don't know how to unselect you. Oh well.
I think it still does the switching in the video.
Does it? Okay.
Or try selecting you. Try to see
I
what happens.
That's how I'm switching it. Like right now, I clicked on me,
Uh-huh.
and so I see me as the thing, and then
Or just
I
click
click on
outside, like
you.
click in the chat box or click somewhere like on the
Yeah,
side.
I did that, and that's not. Oh well.
Music by my
That's all right.
side.
That's all right.
Okay. It might still be good on the video.
Yeah.
This is our oops, what did I do? No, I don't want to do that. This is our first time using Hangout, people.
Yeah.
So not first time ever, but first time for this podcast.
Right.
We did Skype the last time.
Yeah. Still kinks to be worked out. Kinks
Yeah.
to be worked out. But it's fun doing video.
I like it.
Yeah. It is fun. So
'Cause I can do
any
stupid faces. People will see.
yeah. That's us. No, no, we're so happy. So any closing thoughts before we put X-Files to bed, at least for now?
The truth is out there.
Yes, it is.
That's all.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's a great show. I will definitely go back and watch like random episodes. I don't know if I really feel the need to watch every episode though. You know, I don't think I really feel that need. I don't feel the urge. I feel like I can just kind of like one day if I'm in an X-Files mood, I could just like read Netflix descriptions and then just pick one that looks kind of good.
I think that makes sense. I get what you're saying because you've got the gist of it.
Yeah.
And even though there's pieces missing, you have enough of the concept where I think you can more or less jump in. Now,
Right.
I think a person would have to have a certain familiarity with the show in order for that to happen, especially in later episodes.
Yeah.
The first season or first couple of seasons probably there was a lot of pretty accessible stuff, but the more it went on, the more you had to know.
Right.
The other thing too that I would say in general is I hear so many people online talk about binge watching shows, and they go like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching The West Wing, and I've been watching it for every night for 3 weeks, and I'm like almost done with the series." And like,
Oh my God.
I have a really hard time
Yeah, that's the other thing is X-Files
devoting
is like
myself to
nine
just like
seasons.
one show
Yeah.
for that much, which makes it difficult when you're talking about a show like The X-Files and trying to recommend it to
Right.
people who maybe haven't seen it, because there's a huge time commitment involved.
Yeah.
compared to, something that would maybe only be 1 or 2 seasons, or something a little bit more digestible, or for that matter, movies,
Right.
that kind of thing. So,
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I felt the same way about Buffy too when I was trying to recommend episodes for you to watch. You know? It's
yeah,
like it's tricky to pick and choose.
right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel the same way about Star Trek too. I mean, I don't know if I'll
Sure.
ever finish it, you know? It's like
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
so many.
the chances of with Star Trek, I'm so glad that I watched all of it over the course of,
Yeah.
like 10 years or whatever that it basically took for me to see all of it when it was airing.
Yeah.
Because to do that now, like, we did
Yeah.
our little sampling here on the show, but you're not going to go and watch.
I know. It's like
There's like
so
700.
many episodes.
Yeah, there's like 700 some episodes
Star
of
Trek
Star
oozing
Trek.
out of your
If
ears.
you wanted to see it all, it would be extremely, extremely difficult. And
Yeah.
this challenge is also part of the purpose of why we do this show, because we want to give people that sampling. So, like, it's kind of like we watch it so you don't have to, or at the very least we watch it so you don't have to watch as much of it to get a feel.
Yeah.
And part of the thing that we're going to try to do on the show is, instead of spending quite so long on the same TV shows or movies, we're just going to take a little bite, check it out, taste it, and move on to the next thing.
Hmm.
And we might come back for another bite of the same thing later on, and that's totally cool.
Right.
But we're not going to like sit there and have, course after course of the same meal.
Yeah. Because that would be gluttony. And we are not sinful people at all.
No, no. Never even heard of sin. What's that?
I am perfect. I always chum it up with JC.
Yes. Yep.
Um, so yeah, speaking of the next movement in the nerd novice world here, we are going to be doing more detective based programming.
Yep.
And we have gotten some requests on this. I think you guys will be pretty excited.
Yeah, I think this
And
is the number one request.
it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be. So Jim, please do the honors. You
I cannot do a good paradiddle to save my life,
don't have to
ladies.
do a paradiddle.
Sherlock. Okay.
Ta-da!
Now, let's be real clear about this, folks. We're not talking about Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, which is fine. That's
More
cool.
noises.
We're not talking about the older TV shows, the older movies. Specifically, we sure as hell,
Hail.
are not talking about Elementary,
No,
which is what's her name and what's his name?
who cares?
Fake Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Yeah. We're doing
We're going straight to the good stuff.
straight to the good stuff with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman.
Yep.
BBC Sherlock.
What?
Okay.
What?
This is
I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that just came out really loud, but it's true. I've
it's
seen
okay.
it all.
You
I've
go
seen
be
it all,
pumped. Yeah.
but I'm really excited to talk about it. I'm really
Yes.
excited, especially since there's a certain Tumblr that I can't wait to tell you about, but I'm gonna save it for the next episode.
Is it as good as Scully
Scully's
giving
face.
people Scully's face?
Yeah, it could be as good as that. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it is.
Okay.
I'm just like really excited to talk about this show, especially since a lot of you guys have really been asking us for it. In fact, it could be maybe if we discussed it later, I just brought it up right now, but it could be one of the first times we might want to do one of these broadcasts live. Maybe you guys will want to like chime in with Twitter and stuff while we're recording the next Sherlock episode. Might be cool because you guys seem to really want to talk about it. So, um, yeah, I'm really pumped. I'm really excited. I can't wait to talk about these characters.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah. It's hard to believe uh, with Sherlock that this actually the episode that we're going to watch is the first one. It's called A Study in Pink.
Hmm.
So it's BBC Sherlock from 2010, season 1, episode 1, Study in Pink. All the way back in 2010, this came out. Because
Wow.
their production cycle is so long for this show.
They're basically like
Because
movies.
yeah, they basically make like 3 movies each season.
Right.
But then the other thing is they have these big gaps in the production cycles because like Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman are like full on movie stars at this point.
Right.
So they go and do like big films and then come back when they have time and make this. But anyways, I'm getting way ahead of myself with Sherlock. That's what's up for next week, and it's going to be huge because everybody's super into it, and it's a great show. We're just going to do the one episode
Right.
for
They're
for
long.
now.
You can't
You
do
know, we're
more
not
than
going to spend like months on Sherlock, but
that.
for now we're going to hit just that first episode. But there's a lot of good stuff in there to talk about.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So, hey, if you're already wanting us to talk about something, feel free to tweet us like specific things you want us to go over, or maybe even just your comments about it, and then we can kind of read them and see what we think. Right?
Yeah, we want to know what you guys think. Uh, in fact, that would be great to not only share your thoughts about Sherlock if you've seen it already. We want to hear your thoughts about it so we can talk about those on the show here.
Right.
We can even kind of respond to those as if they're questions, or that's a good way to kind of get you guys part of the conversation that we have.
Yeah. Um, for sure. And I don't know, Jim, do you want to wrap it up with that?
I think that probably about does it.
I
So
think I want to say one more thing before we actually wrap it up, because I think from now until we actually do this, we should be bringing it up every episode. Um, Make sure you guys know if you are in the Cleveland area that we are going to be at Genghis Khan Cleveland, which is the Sunday after Thanksgiving. It's November 30th. And we'll give you guys more details on that in the future, but definitely it's free. It's a free comic book convention for you guys to go to and hang out, and like a lot of artists are gonna have booths and stuff, and we'll be doing a little live show recording there, which is kind of awesome and terrifying at the same time. But yeah, so put that in your calendars, November 30th, and we'll probably are we gonna try to live broadcast it online too?
yes,
So if you
absolutely.
aren't in Cleveland, then you can listen in.
If we can find appropriate bandwidth, we can do that.
Totally.
Totally.
So excited. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we've talked about tweeting us, but in case you don't know, you can find us at Nerd Novice on Twitter. And feel free to keep sending your suggestions too. We'd like to hear them. What else?
Absolutely. I think that's about it.
I think that's it.
Let us know what you think about peeing to take off your edge,
Right.
or not
Do
peeing to
you
keep your
hold in
edge.
your urine to keep yourself excited,
Yes.
or do you let go so that you're relaxed? We want to know.
This is important things, people.
We want to know.
Important topics.
Are you feeling edgy, Jim?
A little too edgy.
A little too. Oh, okay. Well, we'll end it right now.
Bye.
Gotta go bye.
Too late.
Oh.
No.
No, okay,
Oh.
well, all right, let's end the show. Jim's having issues. Jim's feeling a little slightly too edgy, so A
little too edgy.
little too edgy.
All right,
It's all right.
everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.